Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This video is completely different from what I've been doing since like my last two videos have been a prediction for the spring major and worlds. Well, you can tell worlds didn't go exactly as how I planned. I'm happy for BDS. I told you guys that if they play as they did online, they would beat Falcons and they would be favorites to win. So they did exactly that and ended up winning everything. I'm happy for them. But today that's not the topic of the video. Today I'm gonna be talking about roster mania, more specifically EU roster mania. Everyone's talking about NA. What happens in NA? It's been a mess, NA, honestly. So I don't blame you. But I'm here to do a bit of you. I've been watching videos. I watched a video doing a thing like this to NA. I'll make sure to link the video down below. But I've been thinking about doing this for a while now, but since I was on vacation I couldn't really do it, but I'm gonna do it now. I've got here most of the top teams from last season. I got BDS, Moist, Carmine, Endpoint, Semper, Dignitas, Evil Geniuses, Vitality, Misfits, Luminosity, Liquid, Solary, and Guild. These are pretty much the teams that were at the top last season, except maybe a few like 00 Nation and stuff. But like, yeah, these I consider these the top teams. So I'll be starting by talking about BDS, Moist Esports, and Team Liquid, since I think these three teams will definitely say the same. First of all, BDS has no reason to roster change. They just won Worlds. I would be very surprised if their roster change. I mean, we saw that with NRG in Season 8. They won Worlds and replaced Turbo for Squishy, and Turbo was the MVP, so maybe we can replace Seiko for Gong. I'm joking. I don't think they'll roster change. They'll say the same. And Moist. Moist are the Spring Major champions, finalists of the Winter Major. They are an amazing team. Most people consider them the best team in the world, including myself. BDS has a very good team, it's with G2, but this team is something else. They lost in an amazing series against G2, against Fury, I'm sorry. I was watching that, I freaked out. I was kind of sad at first, but I was happy for Fury after all. I think this team has the potential to be the best team in the world. I think they did that before, so they'll definitely say the same. And now Team Liquid, that. If you don't know, my favorite team is Team Liquid. I'm a Team Liquid fan. That's on my Twitter bio. You can follow me down below. But like, I think these will say the same. They have no reason to roster change. They got together. Oh, sorry. They got together on the spring split. I mean, they actually got together on winter, but Tao and Dosky weren't old enough to play. They still tried to qualify with them as 14-year-olds because Psyonix let them do so, but they didn't qualify. But then they went to spring, made the spring major, and while in the double elimination bracket, they only lost to the two teams that made the grand final. So really impressive from them. It's a bright future, no reason for us to change. So now we'll be talking about the whole mess that can happen to the rest of the teams. I'll just start by saying, and anything can happen. Whatever I say will happen doesn't mean it will actually happen. It's just my predictions, okay? With that said, let's start. Okay, so first team I want to talk about is Evil Geniuses, because Evil Geniuses look pretty good on winter, but when they went to the spring after the winter major with a top 8 finish, they didn't look as good. They struggled a lot, especially in the first two spring regionals where they got dead last. They got last place in both. Then they went to the third and final regional, and they made top 6, losing to Team Liquid. Like, I remember that disgusting angle from a Chronic in that series. Well, I think they will roster change 100%. I still think there will be a few more teams here that might not roster change. You'll see in a while what I'm talking about. But for now, I think they'll roster change, and if I open the shift, well, which I'll credit them on the description as well, because they provide a lot of information for us, so we can talk about. You can. I thought I'll list it. Okay. Yeah, that's awkward. But I remember them making a tweet about, yeah, as you can see, wait, Resurgent and Resex are looking to be a duo, and they also tweeted saying that Ivan and Catalysm are expected expected to stay together. So I think they will kick Resex, and the replacement for Resex is none other than, well, Talks from Luminosity Gaming. I think he is an amazing player. I think there's a lot of wasted potential with Luminosity. I think they add their roster to be one of the best in the world. I'm very sad that they don't reach their expectations, but I think they'll have what it takes to do so. So yeah, I have talks there. So he's leaving Luminosity, just like I said. I might also say that I think Luminosity is disbanding. So I can kick Atomic. I'll talk about EXO a bit later. And I think they'll be joining a brand new team that doesn't exist. Which, I mean, you can guess which team I'm talking about, can't you? I'll make it here pretty quickly. But yeah, the team I'm talking about, it's obviously the one that's been hyped about on Twitter, ARG. If you don't know who ARG is, it's the former Bark by A team when they were in Rlcs before having an org, before being picked up by BDS. It was him and two more Spanish guys. I don't remember their name, I'm sorry. But then I remember one of them was replaced by Monkey Moon, and then later Extra for their first RLCS season, and the rest is history. So of course the first member of this team is Mark by 8. He'll be the captain, one of the best players in the world. Very sad that he was benched. I understand why, but still very sad. So as you can guess, the second player is Atomic from Luminosity. And what it's been hinted, I think I have it here. I'm not sure. Actually, no, I don't. Whatever. Well, and the third player will be Dorito from Guild Esports, as you know. It's been stated that these three will be together. Like, it's not necessarily stated. I mean, if I open Rocket League, I'm pretty sure I can see them on the leaderboards. Like, if I go here, they're probably here with the ARG photo. Like, I don't know if they're here now, but like, I remember checking the leaderboards and them being there. And them having the ARG profile picture, so yeah, it's pretty much confirmed that this will happen. So yeah, Dorito leaves Guild, and I think Guild is also disbanding, because CRR is going to NA. So I'll have it here down below, CRR and NA. And Devo is also leaving Guild. And where is he joining? Well, this might be a surprise for most people, but I'm having him join Endpoint. Because I think it's been hinted as well that Metanaros and Rollating Wave will stay together. And if they stay together, they might look for also a player with a lot of experience. It's a very experienced team. I can see Devo going there. Another British player, just like Rollating Wave. I can see that happening. I think Devo would go there and be the best player. I mean, Wave is also very good, but like, you might look at this and think the roster wouldn't be that good. I disagree personally. I think it'd be a good roster. Not as good as Fall and Winter Endpoint, but they do very good still. They wouldn't be a top team like they are now. They're not now, like in Fall and Winter. But like, I think they can be competitive with a team like this if they actually do it. And so that's Endpoint. The next team I want to be talking about is Carmine Cop. Well, Carmine Cop is actually pretty interesting since we know Astral Ornol is leaving. I think a lot of people were surprised when Shift posted an article saying that they might be leaving. Astral's pretty much confirmed, but Nolly might stay. It's what Shift said, and that they were looking to build a roster around Itachi. It was very surprising because, I'll be honest, if I wasn't on vacation, I would have said in my vid that I expected them to stay together. They looked amazing in spring, the recent roster change. I think kicking Nolly would be stupid, So I'm having him stay and Nashville leave him, because that's very likely to happen, almost confirmed. And who's gonna be his replacement? I think this is another thing that's gonna surprise a lot of people, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna have the biggest free agent of the season, both NA and EU, the most looked forward to free agent. It's Cash. I'm having Cash move to Calm and Call. I know it's weird, but again, none of this makes sense. It's just pure predictions and chaos. Like, you cannot expect anything here to be right, except Liquid, Moist, and BDS no roster changing and ARG. Like, yeah, the rest is pure chaos. I have no clue if this is gonna be right. I hope so, personally. It would be very cool to see. Sorry. I think Cash and Ollie would have the chemistry. They're both from England. I think it'd be a cool team to see how they turn out. So, minus one player from Misfits. So Misfits needs a replacement. By the way, it's not going to be Misfits. I'll say, I don't know the name, so I'll just put an unknown org. I'll say no org. I'll just put, wait, no org, former Misfits. And they need a replacement for Arjo and Methane. And I think that replacement is a player that's been not really hyped. I was gonna say hyped, but like a very underrated player. Is absolutely insane. I watched him on the qualifiers, and I was very surprised to see him be that good. And then he went to the regional, and people got the hype. I'm talking about the player from Aogiri, the one and only Stizzy. Yeah, I think Stizzy is joining the former Misfits roster because it's an all different language roster. I don't know. I was like, yeah, I need Stizzy to be here. I was actually gonna say that ARG is gonna be marked by Atomic and Stizzy, but then it was kind of confirmed that it was gonna be Mark, Atomic, and Dorito. So I was like, yeah. Just like I'm saying, if I did this like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, it would be completely different. Like there will be a lot of changes from then and now. So that's like my warning that nothing here is gonna be right. I'm just warning you. But like I would love to see. It's more like I'm going off my heart. That's not much reason for these speaks. I'm just like, yeah, if I think it makes sense, I'm gonna do it. And it would be cool. Now I want to talk about another team that I think is staying together, and that team is Simpa. I think Simpa's staying together. They was said that they're gonna lose Simpa. They're not gonna be with Simpa anymore. I'm gonna say here, no org, former Simpa. I think they're gonna say the same though. There's been hints of Exotic going to Vitality. I don't see it personally. I think Vitality, actually, it's gonna surprise a lot of people, but I think they're gonna say the same. There's been hints of a lot of people. There have been hints of Exotic. There have been hints of Astral. Personally, I think they're gonna say the same. I see no reason. I mean, I do see reasons. A lot of reasons, actually. I think they're gonna roster change. They're not gonna roster change though. I think Alpha and Raidozin are expected to get together. They've been doing tryouts, apparently. Them together and with Raidozin and K-Dog too. But I think they're staying all together after all. I also thought of putting Moxie here, but I decided not to. But like, you might be thinking, if you're not putting Astral there, then where are you putting him? And well, there's only one answer to that. It's Indignitas. I'm kicking Yorgis and putting Astral. Since I might have it here, please tell me I do. Dude, why do I have Team Vitality twice? But they did dig here a while ago. They talked about dig. I'll see if I can find it. No, yeah, there it is. Uh, Glorious looks set to reunite with Archie, but will also explore other options. Scrub seeking tryouts, probably with under the Dignitas name, and apparently Jack's future remains uncertain. Well, I personally like the prediction that I saw a prediction on that video. I'll make sure to link the video down below. I think the name of the YouTuber is nifty or so, and he said apparently Jack would go to NA. I find that prediction interesting. I like the idea. Rlcs even said that in one of his videos. I personally don't think it would happen, but it would be very cool to see. And honestly, if Astro joins that team is if just as threatening, if not more. I think that team would have a good chemistry. It's a very emotional team still, but I think Astro would bring fresh air to that team and probably give more motivation. I think they'd look better. So I'm just telling you. So I just told you Astral is going to dig, Vitality saying the same, Simple String saying the same. You might be thinking, so where is Jorius going? So, and I will tell you that with one thing. Luminosity is disbanding, by the way. I forgot to change that. I will answer that by making here a new. What color is it gonna be? Orange, why not? I will do another one of these. And well, here's the team. I don't know. No org, I guess. This is gonna be a brand new team. With Yorius, obviously, as the captain, first player. Just like we were talking about. And well, if you didn't see that in the Dignitas article, I'll bring it up again. Because I closed it by accident, I'm an idiot. It says, Yorius looks set to reunite with Archie. Archie obviously commented, because he replied, because he's always replying. But like, I think it will actually happen. I think Archie and Yorius are coming back together and joining this super team, I guess you can call it a super team. And well, they're missing a third man. And looking at this board, I was like, who could the third man be here? And well, I thought immediately of one name, besides Cash. I thought of Cash, but I wanted to change things up a bit. And I think Cash would fit Carmine Corp's style, they would still be very offensive. I think there's one player left here that could join that team perfectly. He's also English, just like Archie. I think it'd work well with the team. Definitely an upgrade for them too, of their old team. And especially for him, I'm talking about Ixo. I think Ixo will join this team. They'll make a super team, one of the best teams in the EU. And yet, that team's gonna be ridiculous. So what that means Luminosity Gaming is disbanding. They'll probably pick up a team or so. Like, I expect this roster to be picked up, Jose Casio Exotic as well, ARG as well, and this super team as well. Oops. Spoilers. Okay, so there's only one team left I want to talk about. It's Soldary. One of the, just like Liquid, a team that came around last season and quickly became a top team. Not really a top team, they made a top 4 finish, or top 3, I'm sorry, and then made 2 top 12s. I think it's a team with a lot of potential, but I think one of them will leave. Just like, I think I have the post here. No, I really don't. Jesus, I really just forgot to put everything here, whatever. But it's expected that Doe and Dolly stay together and they kick my core. And well, I was thinking like, who could go here? You could think of Yorius, but like, I didn't want to do that. because I wanted to save him for that super team. And well, I thought, yeah, I think they could keep this as a one language roster, but not two Yorias. Then who could that last player be? And I'll tell you, another player that really surprised me coming in the qualifiers in the same team as Tizzy, I'm gonna do Oscillon. You might think that's a weird choice, but if you go here, he's also in the Aogiri roster. I think this Aogiri roster is very good actually. Very on the top. I don't know if they make regional 3, I think they do, yeah. And they get dead last again, but it's normal, it's to be expected. I think it's a team with a lot of potential. And well, I think he'll join Solry, keep the roster all Dutch. I think this is gonna be insane. Okay, so I think for the fall split, these are gonna be the teams. It's BDS with Monkey Moon, Astro and Seiko, Moist with Rise, Joy and Vatira, Carmine Corp with Itachi, Cash and Nolly, Endpoint with Devo, Metanoras and Relating Wave, a new team with Yorius, Archie and Dixo, Chaussette, Casio and Exotic, former Semper, Dignitas with apparently Jack, Astral and Scrub, EG with Catalysm, Ivan and Tox, Vitality with K-Dop, Alpha and Redosen, ARG with Mark, Atomic Dorito, former Misfits, Arju, Season, Methane, Lemon, Liquid with a Chronic, Oski and the Tau, and Solary, Doe, Oscillon and Ollie. So before I go, I want to make like power rankings from these teams. Like I want to say which, like the order from best to worst here. And well, I think first place could only be BDS. They're the current world champions. I think it's deserved for them. I'll make this quick. 2 is Moist, insane roster, like not much to say about it. Favorites to win worlds, they didn't, but they were close. Number 3, I'm gonna have Team Liquid, insane roster. Y'all still sleep on them. They could have gone very far. They could have done what Carmine Corp did if they got their bracket, but they didn't get their bracket. They got a harder bracket in the spring major. No discredit to Carmine. I think they're an amazing team. I really like them, and I think it's deserved. But it's really just unlucky they're drawing the spring major. Number 4, I'm gonna have this is actually hard now. There's a lot of good teams here, I just noticed. Number 4, I'm gonna have this new team. Yeah. Yori is Archie. No, actually, no, I'm gonna have Carmine Corp as number 4. Itachi and Dolly still got the chemistry. I think they're gonna be number 4. And I think, oh boy, Yui stacked, Jesus Christ. Number 5 is actually gonna be this new team. 6 is gonna be Dignitas. I think it's a conflict between these 3. I think anyone can make it out of these 3. I think they're gonna be insane. All of these teams, even Liquid have. Then number 6 is gonna be number 6. Oh my, this is hard. I think 6 is gonna be Simpa. Yeah, former Simpa. 7 is gonna be ARG. 8 is gonna be Solary. 9 is gonna be Misfits. And then last of this, it's gonna be Vitality. No, actually no, I changed my mind. You're 10. And you're 9. I think that team has potential, but Arjo and Methane are very inconsistent, so yeah. Oh, and then you're 11, yeah. No disrespect to them, I really like the team, but I don't think it's gonna be an easy season for them. I don't think this season's gonna be easy at all. Well, these are my teams. I hope you enjoyed the video. I mean, if he gets good feedback, I'll also do one for NA, giving you my predictions. As usual, follow me on Twitter, check the videos down below, check shifts, and well, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.